Una where they watch me. This na quick message on the mpox sick na salon where they come out from Liberty Online TV. As of today, the case dem na salon just dey go up. For make sure so you no get this sick, National Public Health Agency don say before wash we and all ten avoid boku shaken and all and not go near person wey get the signs dem of mpox. And say, if you sabi anybody wey get high fever or rash and body, make him rush go na hospital one time. This message come to you from Liberty Online TV.
A nation forged in resilience from the ashes of the 11 years brutal civil war through the shadows of Ebola, COVID-19 and the mudslide. Sierra Leone rises, but the journey is far from over. Governance strain. Youth demand more. Women demand more. 60% in poverty. But what if the solutions lie not in silence, but in dialogue? This is not another talk show. This is State of the Nation, where every voice feels change. From Freetown to Kono, we are turning debates into action. No script, no spin, just Sierra Leoneans rewriting their future together. So we bring you a movement not just to speak, but to be heard. Speak out. Hold power to account. This is your nation. This is your voice. This is State of the Nation. Only on Liberty TV on Facebook, YouTube, and on www.libertytvonline.com. Every month, the last Sunday, 7 to 9 p.m. Tune in. The nation is watching.
You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, with the stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring this edition of the Breakfast Show to you this morning. Mina Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today is Thursday, the 12th day of June 2025. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we can hear from the minority leader in Parliament, when Honorable Abdul Kargbo. They can talk about the All People's Congress APC party then position where they don't get to Parliament, they know they take part on any parliamentary related sittings, as they don't suspend their participation because then they call for the clerk na Parliament go resign in position, or then sack him because they into active politics as they don't contest. It say they contest for one of the position them na the SLPP executive. Well, it also go for me comments on national issues them where don't they take place this BNTM. Also, it go state the minority in Parliament their own position on the issues there.
Well, this and plenty other story them. Then at the program for you this Thursday morning. Remember, say you say for the watch we. At some point, go get the opportunity for send we your message, your comments, your thoughts on any of the issues they can engage the minority leader for the All People's Congress APC party in a parliament under the Honorable Abdul Kargbo, where they will at the studio this morning. Good morning, Honorable, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Mabel. Good morning, listeners and viewers, and thanks for having me.
All right, that's now Honorable Abdul Kargbo. They can talk to we this morning on different issues then, but first we go begin for talk about the position where we see them take on Tuesday. Outside them pull a press statement for inform the general public say they as minority party in parliament. Now they take part again by anything we get for do with parliamentary sittings and self-committee hearings then because they say the speaker failed for take decision on a request where they make say the clerk, Honorable Paran Tarawally, will be declare intention this BNTM for run for the SLPP Secretary General. They say for resigning position because it makes for active politics. Now that Honorable Abdul Kargbo they can talk about what's the reason behind this decision and say if you go comment on different issues them we don't happen this BNTM, especially where campaign development as the opposition self na part of governance. Now that's what they discussed this morning.
All right, let we quickly gonna cut aside the first accused Joseph Mendel-Lamin in lawyer, then the murder case where it is stands trial for against with the states. Then don't go submit a case, no case submission to Magistrate Bremaja, now the Freetown Magistrate Court number 1. Let we just watch as Mariatu Sheriff go update you on waiting to happen with this case.
The first-time station manager for Vopade Radio na Waterloo, Joseph Mendel-Lamin, where people can call manager Dust, Molai Kamara, and Umaru Timbo, the murder case against the state still they continue in Magistrate Court number 1 before Magistrate Bremaja. Then 3 accused people here they tinap before the court on 2 count charge them. We get for do with conspiracy to commit murder and murder contrary to section 1 of the Offences Against the Persons Act of 1861. According to reports where police make against 10 people here now, inside January this year, them be joined hands together and kill Samuel Brahma Matia, we been the work na the Vopade radio station na Waterloo. El Berete and in team, now then they represent the first accused, Joseph Mendel-Lamin, pan this case, and then be give a no case submission to the magistrates and the prosecutor. Magistrate Bremaja be want for give ruling pan this case, but the prosecutor be asked the magistrate for give them some days for make them go able for go through the no case submission from the first accused in lawyer them. Magistrate Bremaja been grieved for this request and been adjourn this case to June 12, usa ego give in final ruling pan this case. For Liberty Online TV, me na Mariatu Sheriff.
All right, from that court report today, we can now in a studio and talk to Honorable Abdul Kargbo, where na the leader for the main opposition, the APC party in a parliament, where we can tell we about a decision where they've been taken on Tuesday. But before that decision, they don't make a statement say it give the clerk of parliament, Honorable Paran Tarawally, 2 weeks for resigning position as clerk. If not, then they come back and make another position where we see it happen on Tuesday. Also, then pull a statement for inform the public say they're not to take part again in parliamentary sittings or any committee hearing until the Speaker of Parliament listen to the request where they be make and the Honorable Paran Tarawally for resign. Well, Liberty TV be reach out to Honorable Paran Tarawally and through the phone is say, for comment on this particular issue at this particular time. So we give the opportunity to the leader for the main opposition for come na studio and tell una exactly what are some of the reasons them behind this decision they don't take say. Then they cease force them participation at parliament until the clerk when a Honorable Paran Tarawally resign in position. Good morning one more time, Mr. Opposition Leader.
Good morning, Khadija. Good
All
morning.
right, I don't give we viewers them a background as to usa una komo. So to una reach to this point for make a decision say una they cease una participation first until the right thing been done when una request una they make say Honorable Paran Tarawally for resign. One know waiting at the reason behind this una decision.
Yeah, firstly, not so Paran will get 2 weeks. Now the speaker will get 2 weeks because we write a letter to the speaker demanding the resignation of Paran. And the speaker graciously be appeal that we give him 2 weeks because he get for do some consultations, so he go get back to me. So we been give the speaker 2 weeks for do the consultations and for like revert back to we. But after the 2 weeks, he not get back to we. A month after, he not get back to we. And we see say the speaker call sitting. You know, that means you know, they no take waiting we talk with seriousness. So we been late for going to that sitting day. And in that sitting day, we may make opposition. Waiting at the entire crux of the matter now that Paran office na a public office. If you read the Constitution, subsection 2 of section 82, very clear. It declared the clerk office as a public office. Then if you go to section 26 of the Constitution, it says all Sierra Leoneans get a right for belong to a political party. But section 26 2b make exceptions, it make exemptions, you know, restrictions they. And the restrictions they affect public officers, they also affect military officers. So meaning if you're not a public officer, if you're not a military officer, you know for openly associate with any political party. Because you know they serve only one political party, they serve the nation. The clerk now the administrative head of parliament, you know, now in the parliamentary commission, now in the head of the parliamentary commission. The parliamentary service, now in the head of the parliamentary service. Now in the vote controller in parliament. And now in also they conduct all elections the way members of parliament they get now they well. So if the clerk openly declare for a political party, that means a non-neutral. In the exercise of function as clerk, if for be neutral, if for be impartial, if for serve all members of parliament regardless of the political shade where the member of parliament belong. But we see the interview where the clerk grant. He talk on how he manipulates elections in parliament. Then openly now he declare for one for Secretary General now a political party. So it don't defeat that element of neutrality. It don't defeat that element of impartiality. So we as members of parliament no go sit down in parliament when the clerk of a parliament openly don't declare intention for contest for a political party. That means say it will not be impartial again. It will not be impartial again, and it will get that element of neutrality. You know, will get them again. So for that reason, we tell the speaker, say the clerk for resign, because you cannot eat your cake and have it. Before you the contest for position na your party, you for no say basically, you know, your position we all now, you know, for affiliate to a political party. So you for don't resign and relinquish the office and go contest for your own position at a political party. But when you still hold the position, you want only under, we say we no go sit down a clerk of parliament, you know, don't openly declare they run for a political party position under we watch. Now that make we suspend with sittings because we give the speaker 2 weeks. After the 2 weeks, the speaker come to we back, we'll go to parliament, and the speaker say, Lord, we give 1 week more and go do the letter. Now I say, no, speaker, we give you 2 weeks. That 2 weeks they come in don't pass. You know, do letter, you know, even write to me. So this 1 week, what we give you now, we go there out of parliament while see they write the letter. So the speaker be appeal, say, no, law, no left the parliament, law, it's I say, no. We they move, then we go, we will get you letter or we'll come back and can make we other position very clear based on waiting in you letter. So now so we be end.
Abdul Kargbo, based on the parliamentary structures and understanding others, I believe say before una come public, conversations must don't they happen between una and the Speaker of Parliament or any other person at the parliament. The waiting at the conversations and wanna be done they get around this issue, especially so response wanna be done they get from the leadership in the parliament regarding this before una come public.
Well, firstly, the day we before ever we submit to letter, I engage the leader of government business, then I engage also the speaker. I tell them about the aspiration, and I tell them say it defeats the purpose of the Constitution and it defeats the purpose of neutrality and impartiality. So the clerk forgo. You know, and then initially, yes, they say, well, yes, there should be some elements of impartiality you know, and then go ensure say they're able to do it and they're able to do for talk to the clerk, you know. But we not see nothing, you know. After the several approaches they were make, I not see nothing. So now that make we as members of parliament from the opposition, we formally write to the speaker, and that letter now the well of parliament have been read out, you know, and speaker, like I explained, speaker been give assurance of a reply, but it not being reply we. And we no go there now we they make the law. Now before face back, then they damage this law they make. That means say if we take them and see on the things they go normal, even say we not fit for purpose. And we as members of parliament not settle for less.
Honorable Paran, before he gets the position as a clerk, now been an active member of parliament, we I believe say fair with the laws of the country and even on our own laws then we want to make here under na parliament. Since this issue don't come up, apart from the video where many of we see grant interviews to some platform, when I don't ever get this conversation as to imposition currently where a whole and that of the political party where they represent, where a one for contest, where they against the law, and I don't get this conversation.
Well, we don't get the conversation with speaker, and once Paran self may go now speaker in office, we get the conversation. Like I say, this is not anything personal against Paran. We are standing behind the principle, you know, and the principle all they stand with nada. We know they trivialize anything we get for do with the law, and we know they trivialize anything we get for do with morality. The clerk now they conduct every elections in parliament. The clerk when I read the utterances that we make, it clearly states say we APC been calm, we were 68 in number, SLPP was 49, and do the political mathematics for let them get the speaker of the world, you know, and then they clearly indict even the judiciary. It shows say now do the mathematics for let the judiciary pull APC MPs then na parliament and all. So then statements then all not for come up from a professional and somebody when it's
conversation with Honorable Parandina for no because I can say ignorance of the law not to excuse but sometimes it make mention on a conversation they like it omits this.
No, they're aware, they're all
part
aware
of the law.
They're all aware of the law and they're aware of the principle, but they don't take the opposition for granted. Say anything we want to do under this opposition.
And it deliberates. Like it deliberates.
Yes, it deliberates. We serve to be very deliberate in reactions.
Honorable, why somebody for believe say this particular decision will take now for uphold integrity and the rules of the constitution we govern on as members of parliament, not for your own political party interest?
No, not for we political party interest. We make a decision now that basically we did a parliament for protect the law. If we know we protect the law, every Sierra Leonean they be exposed to disadvantage. If we know we stand for the constitution, then go use them against every Sierra Leonean to in disadvantage. So if we not able to control the law now the well, then we not fit for purpose. We not do this basically for just the political. We do them because we want put end to impunity. We want to put an end to anything where government can grab no more today. We say, Lord, do this, Lord, do this, Lord, do this, and then get away with them. So as opposition, this not the only issue where we get for take up. We get a lot of issues that we don't take up. Of course, our option at the follow-up press conferences then. Also, we talk even about the electricity issue in this country. You know, recently we see the notice from EDSA and the Ministry of Energy, where they talk say the country they can't get blackout, you know.
We can't talk about other emerging issues then, and you go state your position as the leader of the opposition at parliament, but let's just try for flag this particular issue we get for do with the resignation of the current clerk of parliament, because when I say it aspire for all an executive position forming party when at the SLPP. Now, una don't make this decision, say, una they cease force on a participation in parliament. Not a secret, say, there is division between members of parliament, them, we belong to the APC party in parliament. Now, you there so as their own leader. This decision will you take on Tuesday. Now, unanimous decision, all you MP, then they in agreement?
Of course, before I take decision as leader, I summon a meeting of all the MPs then. we then say leader, me not to autocratic leader, we are just they go and dictate to them. Some of the suggestions that will result to reactions, come from the MPs them, and unanimously we all agree. Now that make the very day we all go to the well together, and we all left the well together as a demonstration of we unity and solidarity in this very decision.
How about the likes of the Honorable Mohamed Bangoa and the Honorable Alfred Thompson, who also come out clear say in be one party people that we not support the APC decision where una be the vote for the sacked Auditor General in decision?
Well, again, then get issue with the party, then they're under suspension. So
they're still in Parliament.
Yes, I agree. They are still under the party in Parliament, then they're under suspension. So because of the issue we then get with the party, similarly feel say, then they go influence them, not for go by waiting with the say. But I believe say, we are united in this. We are united in this.
This particular decision now one way bring again mixed feelings from the public, because on a parliament on supposed for the represent people in a parliament, and now we on don't take a decision say on another part of parliamentary sittings until una get response where una they expect from the Speaker of Parliament. We already know say even the day where you make the announcements at the well, then go ahead like a normal sitting parliament being gets whether una did it or not. How una put the people in representation into consideration where una be ready for take this decision, because parliamentary sitting can continue with or without the APC, and it go there at the disadvantage of the public.
One thing we people learn said on with now for law get a functioning system, we not they seek the interest of the people, we not they regard constitutionality, and we they disregard the law. The people that don't with and any day we in a parliament we they give credence to the actions that we then they take. So I want to assure you say the people themselves mean the wait for law we self take the actions there. For law we stand for waiting correct, and for law we believe for waiting they benefit the people and they develop the country as a whole. So this the issue will not take in isolation. I'm pretty sure that the people themselves say no, this is don't pass mark. Let them and they stand now for waiting correct.
I don't see any signal like when I don't forget the response when they expect from Parliament.
Well, I know and predict them. Then get the right for do the response. But we next action they be determined by waiting we see now the response.
On our next action, waiting go get for happen, we pass APC say they know they participate in Parliament. Waiting next.
Well, what we reach there with the cost there, now by stages. Within our stage 1.
As a
leader, we see the response when they go to stage 2.
As a leader of the opposition, you ever sit down and think, say, the clerk of Parliament, now His Excellency the President, now he appoint him. So rather than just leaving the issue to the Speaker, why not having a conversation with your appointer?
Again, the Speaker accessible more to the President. Now that make we is a login 2 weeks. We nurture the perception, say maybe one consult with the President. And we letter not to be a secret letter. The public, everybody see the letter. I sure say the office of the President also going to be informed about the letter. And over 1 month of inaction, so we see and say a total disregard for the letter we write, and a total disregard for we in the opposition. So now that make we proceed with suspension of sitting. And the suspension of sitting self, the Speaker self aware and assure say the office of the President go aware of this recent development. I'm not sure say the elect Paran pass this whole country. I'm not sure say the elect Paran pass the progress of the nation. I'm not sure say the elect Paran pass the basic needs of the Sierra Leonean. Parliament need for function. We get a lot of things then where we for look at as a parliament. But Paran EU issue no go make government so insistent that they prefer that one party in a parliament and continue with the running of the business and sick Paran, he hold the executive, he hold in position at parliament, whilst he don't publicly declare for one for example. It is not correct. It is not correct. And if they can't correct that, we SSF go stand with grounds very tightly.
When we look at other issues them, we don't they affect the livelihood of citizens. One, it gets for do with the electricity supply. We see His Excellency don't take over the Ministry of Energy as the current energy minister, but yet still challenge still they with electricity. We see the Ministry of Energy pull a press release informing the citizens say they don't get a communication from the car power ship say today, the 12th of June, midnight, then they disconnect, then go only give 6 megawatts, and that's safe now for just give to essential places they like hospitals, another one them. As an opposition, during Unayon regime, energy now one way citizens being pleased with a bit because then be they see the light. But under this administration for the past 7 years, electricity don't be a serious challenge. Are you concerned from car power ship said and they shut down today at midnight?
Yes, well, as the leadership na parliament hear that, the leadership of the opposition na parliament hear that, we are so concerned to the extent that we summon an emergency meeting with the leadership na parliament. We summon an emergency meeting and develop a public statement where we go publish either today or tomorrow. It will come out very soon on we position on this. To me, I feel say waiting make people and they vote in government now for provide them with basic necessity, and electricity na a basic necessity. You know they get call for investors in a country where you know get electricity. You know they get development in a country where you know get electricity. So we dey call on the government and demand the government for a sure say in the shortest possible time they solve this electricity issue and make available electricity to the ordinary people. And interestingly, where this government come, then be meet the electricity per kilowatt charge as 19 cents per kilowatt. Now in the previous government in the pay, but we then can then say that money they boko, so then go renegotiate. Where they renegotiate, the money be 16 cents per kilowatt hour. So for every year, this government they save $9 million. Apart from the first agreement, then they save $9 million every year out of the new agreement. Waiting and do. Where then they save money, you go feel say well that money they go reflect, then go reduce the electricity tariff, but it go unfortunate for not say then go back, then go increase the electricity tariff from 526 leons to over 4,000 leons now for kilowatt hour. Now the domestic houses then and so we feel say unfair for the ordinary Sierra Leoneans then. Quite apart from the increment in the electricity tariff, we also see say government not able for even buy fuel for the machines then, for one generators then right across the country. Some people and some places then they without electricity for months. Some they for weeks without electricity. So one, we did a demand for transparency and accountability, and the way people the money where they don't pay for electricity, how they may not use them, and also with the question government why government not able for pay them bills the way they owe to car power ship. To me, therefore prioritize the basic necessity of Sierra Leoneans. This now is slap on we face as a nation, and government for prioritize this.
Demanding for transparency and accountability in the energy sector at this stage, because the obvious, we don't see the release to come out of the Ministry of Energy, and the car power ship itself don't respond and all of that. Today, sharp 12 na net, free tongue then sitting in court electricity supply, although then sitting will reserve 6 megawatts. We're going to go to major side like hospital and the other places, and they waiting as minority leader in a parliament. From your own lens, what do you think say go wrong from this government? We get to a point where car power ship on and off they always is threatening for cuts and lights because governments owe them money where they don't able for pay it. What do you think say go wrong?
Well, I feel say fiscal management na go wrong, because we don't see previous governments they able pay them bills there with car power ship based on the money where people and they pay. you know, based on the electricity charges the way people and they pay. And it will interest you for not say previous government them in the pay the debts them in the pay based on the low tariff. Then the people are not in the pay like way they pay now. The money with them in the pay being cheaper, you know. So one thing we me feel now that I feel say the treasury single account where government resources all they go inside one account. They're not able to protect the one way them for use for electricity. Make sure they pay the bills, they make sure they do. And quite apart from that, government they take loans them also from the banks them for pay car powership. So to me, I feel saying a poor fiscal management and that government for prioritizing priority. And one of government priority for P, let people get electricity. It interests you for not say government they talk about creating new districts, creating new localities, and then new localities, then the new district, then you get for give a special budgetary allocation. You know, if you create a new council, you get for give a budgetary allocation. You create a new district, you get for give the mayor the budgetary allocation. So government they go put money, more money for create more districts and more localities. Then they left, then they left the car powership way, basically. Now for I doubt if any country in this world they are way electricity they like way they like that's also.
Still on this issue of the energy sector, you hear it from Kande Yomkela, I go tell you say then they therefore put measures in place for get permanent solution to the country energy challenges. You listen to any government workman who can talk now that then go say. You think say this promise where then still make to people realistic, taking into consideration the bio-led administration has been here since 2018. This is 2025. Is it realistic for say then structures and where government to work on so now? It go really fix the problem of electricity in a salon.
They say a chick that is going to be a cock is spotted the first day it is hatched. Then say when you want to know how beautiful your wife will be when she is old, you must look at the face of your mother-in-law. Then people there don't get 7 years. 7 years. For Christ's sake, 7 years. Waiting the way you know able to do inside 7 years. Where you go do inside 2 years plus. Waiting the. So to me, I just feel say not just promises then they make and they're not meet to the needs of the basic Sierra Leoneans.
Now we look at the steps where His Excellency the President don't take for address the energy concern them. From where he win in 2018, we see now one person day where na Alhaji can just say he tender resignation after 6 years occupying this particular ministry, and the president take over the ministry as the Minister of Energy. Some of the things that we do now for dismantle the entire EDSA board management, it bring in new phases them where a lot of people be hopeful where they read the names of Engineer Kylie based on in track record where he left the days of NPA. Then this BNTM back, it don't sack the entire management of EDSA. All of them step then they go into the right direction for let presidents be able to solve the energy crisis within the country, or the president seem confused, they not get answer to the problems.
When the system is broke, you need to fix the system, not for the individuals. You need to fix the system. When the system, because one, you know, EDSA get revenue. People let they pay, you know, then light bill, you know, and then light bill then the way then they pay, they need for use that money they for pay car powership. I like them change the management more than 6 times. If Ministry of Finance no get the willingness for pull the money where people and they pay as bill for go pay debt na car powership, we go get the same problems.
But according to the sector lead, when Honorable Kande Yomkela, he said energy EDSA, I beg your pardon, they run at loss. People they thief light. EDSA now they generate the money where then go able for pay the car powership.
Not so the first time this EDSA don't they run. Not so the first government this way they use car powership. The previous government be use car powership, but they not run into them problems there with this current government they run. So this government gets a lot of things for land from the previous government if they like this country. Because wait I can say anytime where you go inside us, you meet somebody there, you get something for land from that person there. whichever way. But from every indication, I believe say there is high level of poor management. Because why make women they pay less? Women they buy electricity in our homes than less in the previous government, but the previous government they pay high to cap our ship, but we still get electricity. We never get the situations there what they face so now. For let them close, they say then only they give 6 megawatt. This is not the first time.
Also, you think say the bio-led administration miss some where the country they outside they so now in terms of energy.
Outside they miss some, not only energy self. In terms of the whole administration, outside the miss another that when you can office, however stupid the way you can meet you get something for land farmer. You get something for land farmer. However stupid, if I can on office today, that clean away the cleaner, a sabi this office pass me. It gets something way up for land farmer. But when you take power, you see the one they always take power from as enemies. You begin target them, you begin seize them passport, traveling certificates them, seize them passport them, do everything. You take them as you arch rivals them. You not even encourage them for land from them inside the way they get a right, and make sure say inside the way they get a wrong, you avoid them. You will always lead to them kind of thing there. So me feel say the approach where they use, now that they unbug them,
But you think say una safe way being just they exit the seat of power, being given then that open arms say we are here, we are willing to ensure we give you guys a smooth transition, because we don't rewards them like on progressive opposition, disruptive opposition, UNASEF been cause a whole lot of problems where make this current government not be able to get a soft landing in terms of taking up governance.
This government get the most peaceful landing. This government get the most conducive atmosphere where they take up governance. Every minister, now that make minister they not left the country. Minister, we are waiting because waiting the previous government, the previous president been do when he take up office. Now that he say all the ministers they will meet, though na pakaba ministers them, let them work for 3 months. So 3 months they be the work, then they pay them and they hand over safely. But you get power, then they see minister on the streets, pull on a motorcar, go na minister in house, make sure say then take all the motorcar the way then they go na. You go need that mandate. You go need the knowledge who that they don't talk to. Wait here, been don't do. Whose country then don't promise and say then go do this, then go do this. How they been they manage than they are. It's all for the sake of the country and smooth governance. You see, and me feel say APC been do everything humanly possible where these governments can for able for transfer then kind thing then they. But you see the level of hostility, you see the level of embarrassment, you see the level of disrespect where then give to former ministers that we serve. And me they pray say that kind of thing they not ever been at this country, because former ministers them for be respected, even the one the way they serve currently, after their service them for be respected, because whichever way they make sacrifices for this country. So we know no more we can't begin disrespect ministers and take motor Canada on the streets to seize them then traveling certificates. You want to say all the ministers then nobody know the way get and correct. Even though the country they will not get any kind of acute problems there what we get today, problem with reputational damage, problem with inability for pay, car power ship, electricity, problem with water, problem with inflation, problem all over academic, problem picking and they go school, they don't do from SS1 to SS3, then tell them say already $1 and above, because the syllabus they don't change them. Problem with omission of picking the way them for go sit. So the problems are numerous.
Honorable, the Kappa Shibin Camp Salon, same way now an administration been in governance, the All People's Congress, APC party. And as it is now, today the public, GT right now, some people even tense, no waiting going for happen exactly. Although we talked to the Director of Communications now State House, Mike, this week, we assure the public say, even though Kappa Ship go shut down, but then then go use existing structures them for ration the light so that blackouts no go take over Freetown. During una tenure, waiting different the All People's Congress APC party been do for manage the situation of car powership, not for the courts they supply.
It's a prudent fiscal management. You know, you find out say there was a time where the economy been go bad, where the iron ore price been come down na the world market, and we can't get Ebola back as well. So waiting government do for ensure say lights no go, for ensure say problems they no come. Government introduce austerity. Waiting na austerity. Austerity na way government they reduce in spending. Like for example, government say, well, they travel, law we stop for travel, for ensure say we able buy fuel, for ensure say we able pay car powership. You know, government reduce the other spending them, where they no say no so pressy, you see. And we feel say this government say for don't emulate something like Dandy. Make sure say they reduce travels, make sure say they reduce a lot of other things the way now the country money they go, where we get priority, especially priority like electricity. So now willingness in the sense, you remember government will pay car powership. Now then they reduce the electricity supply to 6 megawatt, and you see the government they say they can create new districts for law support them back from the budget. So they say success is another form of failure if you don't prioritize your priority, and the needs of the people forbid the priority of any government.
Earlier you mentioned so many problems where you believe say Salon they go through right now, and anybody where you read them kind of problems and they say that they happen at the country, they go feel scared for a small country like Salon with a very small economy. At this current stage, as opposition leader, how you can assess President Bio in leadership skills?
Well, it's not only about President Bio, na in team.
But the man who
yes,
is there, the ship.
yes, na in team. You know, they're not able to achieve within the people of this country. I mean, they expect them to achieve. In other words, they let the people of this country down. Because if you don't hold power for 7 years, they expect now say electricity for be thing of the past. If we able manage that, if they expect say now education for be thing of the past, you know, for they get a lot of picking the way they grumble say they don't omit the name for the exams. You know, they get picking the way they grumble say they don't change syllabus for them. You know, the health for be thing of the past. But today you go to hospitals, you know, you see, you know, see most of the hospital get issues. You know, quite apart from recently where I see them they fix solar. Now some hospitals then, you know, and a lot of issues then the way you know they go okay with the people of this country, you know, and as opposition we feel say we get that moral obligation for also stand with the people of this country, speak out for them, and all government.
Is it that you not get the right team for drive the ship with them, or you get the right team na in way sit down at the steering na in they get things wrong?
Now both, because even if you not get the right team, you as the leader for who identify say I not get the right team, you know, incorporate some. And secondly, what again can happen now that you get Sierra Leoneans them from all political shades or all region, we get the prerequisite expertise for move this country from Usai Ide to Usai Ifogo. You understand? But if you come no more, then you begin sack people then based on the region, based on the tribe, based on the political affiliation where them people then they get the ambog. Because some people and the government don't spend a lot. Like for example, when I talk with the recently I meet with the general manager for civil aviation. You know, where he talk to me relating to civil aviation, as he say, he gets wealth of experience. You understand? So imagine now, then kind people in the power change just because you know they're a young party, you kick them out, you can't with possible you not get the experience. Way to my defend difficult, difficult for able to achieve your goals then. So me 7 years in governance, if somebody the way they do well, president for the identify that person there and bring in somebody where they do well. The problem where they affect Salon that regardless of how long you train, regardless of your expertise where you get, no sooner they na the party where the person will win the elections day. All that you experience day, all with you sabi, not for nothing. Then they kick you go with and car with inexperienced person.
2018 to now, also you go place the Bureau administration in terms of service delivery on a scale of 100.
On a scale of 100, no. Waiting they happen alone right now. Do for let them know say, they're not able to satisfy the needs. Well, not say satisfy, so they're not able to meet. So the basic needs of Sierra Leoneans.
Are these assessment genuine, Honorable Abdul Kargbo, or you just they talk here from an opposition point of view?
No.
Or then same issues there, if we do Vox Pop or open phone line just now, the same viewers or listeners then go relate to you?
Again, let me make my own position clear. I mean, I'm one person where don't always support government, also necessary for support government. Or within a parliament, once they come with agreement, or no say this agreement did towards the furtherance of this nation, we they support her wholeheartedly. Once they appoint person, or no say this person where they appoint, he get this prerequisite qualification, he or she has served in, so we support her wholeheartedly. So we don't wish bad for this country, but equally we get a moral obligation. Waiting at that moral obligation there for be a pressure group to government for make sure say government do it incorrect. We all agree, we all know say the way the country is so not to say for there. Remember 21st century, you they get a country where then they shut down power. When I just 6 megawatt get for the day with the thermal plants that we get. We they get a country where for buy fuel for one generator, a questionable with all of the taxes there, with all of the tariff there. So what is wrong? What is wrong? People then they give more and less, than they get. So to we as opposition, we get a moral obligation, not for keep quiet and for make sure say we identify with the people and for make sure say we all governments responsible for most of the inactions or actions if they're not favor the people as a whole.
Earlier, you make mention of some reputational damage them way Salon they go through, and inside this week we talked to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Timothy Kaba, and some of the issues then they will put before him. But for him, I believe say in terms of international recognition, Salon they do very well in terms of the image out there, and even the issues of the drug fugitive where the Netherlands government believes say still in a Salon, and the government of Salon not they comply with them for let them hand over this fugitive na their hand. For I believe say all of that not true.
Of course, we know in our space na Salon we see all waiting they happen. Not so they don't need for tell you. Now when you travel, they now when you return now you picking and go tell you what happen, what not happen. But we all see. For let them catch cocaine inside embassy motorcar we belong to Salon. Now a big reputational damage than they. It not only stop with Guinea, it go all over the world because it was on news internationally. People then hear it and they. So it creates some level of embarrassment for we ambassadors them way they out, and it creates for a level of embarrassment for we country, and you see the things the way they unfold so far. We country image, is very questionable in the sense, the Netherlands government they accuse we say we get the drug baron on Salonia, and the government's not able to treat that with the level of seriousness we deserve, because government say gets a role and effort for play for clean their your image, and government for do that at all cost. But we see the image of the country, they go down the drain day by day. We see the recent ban we the US imposed on Sierra Leone, say we citizens them not forget access to US again. They don't ban so many categories of visas the way they issue previously. Government for be worried, and before I tell you, before ever the US government, they take that actions, then they not they take and just instant out. Then they give government some time for make amends. You understand? Then they say, well, we give una 90 days, well, we give una these days, well, we give una these days before we do this. You see? So to me, government for don't do more enough. Government for the ensure say the Minister of Foreign Affairs travel to the US for go engage them. That's all that countries then do. Like Liberia. Like Liberia.
Say in the U.S. State Department, they engage now and serve the ambassador been there. So on Wednesday,
one of the people they were respecting at this very government at the Minister of Foreign Affairs. You understand, because they do young bits and pieces. But waiting with this now that the time them where this issue been they happen, you know the way to the ban camp. Now before the ban, they do all the necessary arrangements. Not to salon no money mean they not the list, but we see some countries then the way they remove just because of the efforts the way they make, just because of, and government owe that to the citizens of this nation. You know, so government equally for don't get a delegation for make sure say they travel, not to the ambassador no more you engage when it comes to that.
Not just traveling, but at this stage you have the situation they're waiting differently. If now the APC meeting governance on for don't do at this stage when are individual decisions them where people and take for go overstaying at the US make Salonde under the ban according to waiting the ambassador Sinaya the other day. The reason because individuals that will be apply for visas go there and not come back as expected. Waiting differently on for don't do if now the APC be in governance.
The APC been there. The first thing for don't do now for make sure say we get a delegation where they travel, go White House for go see how best then they resolve this issue. For go see how best then go engage. Let them see willingness, not the government inside, for to resolve the issue. The ban not just come as a surprise. There were warnings. And then warnings, then the government for don't take them very, very serious for make sure say they see the willingness. Why you feel say other countries then they will then remove from the list, or other countries then they will then say no. Now because then self make one or two efforts and give assurances to the government of the United States of America. So similarly, we self may expect that from our own government, you know, for ensure say, you know, then create that very close tie with the US government.
Let me look at other things then where don't they happen. One, it gets for do with the IMF suspending them programs then force na salon until some corrective measures then be done, because when they become for can do inspections, they notice say mismanagement happen, especially in the area of roads where the salon government say they spend money per IMF. They ask now say where are the roads? Who's wanna spend this money? And now as it is, they don't seize for the disbursement to them be supposed for give to salon as budgetary support. As opposition, how not take all of the issues that are coming from international donor partner them?
Then they also added reputational damage to the country. You know, because reputational damage not only limited at which we they look at. You know, we all know say government in, government out, IMF don't they support. IMF now one of the people, now one of the organizations then, and the way they ensure say they help country for go from outside the country they to outside for go. So therefore be total transparency, and anybody we want mistake with any fund we belong to IMF, they not for treat her with carelessness. Minus IMF, even the money we lost, you know, recently or under the watch of this government, we don't know able to account for, is supersede any money else we lost. You understand? So we only concern as citizens now that government for ensure say them be very transparent with IMF. That money they, if it they any side, let them ensure say them pay them back. IMF see the money so that they go begin then go fast track the support for government. Because if anything go bad with government, not to the officials they get for suffer, because everything seems to be okay with them. Now we the people and now we get for suffer. Because if support no come, now we go get a lot of things that will they undergo we not go correct. So we dey talk now for the sake of the ordinary masses. Government for ensure say them be very transparent. Government for ensure say them be upfront. Government for ensure say them disclose, you know, truthfully who say every money go. Because at the end of the day, if we not get support from IMF, you know, we go strain. we will strain as a nation, because a lot of things then they, the extended credit facility where IMF they give, they help for mitigate a lot of factors them, a lot of issues them where they affect we as a nation.
You don't make mention of transparency a lot of times where you the comment this morning at the program. Is it that you they consider the BOLED administration not being transparent in terms of the way how they use the finances of the country so far?
Yes, because we not forever get that kind of scenario where IMF supports country with money. At the end of the day, on an able show waiting and do with that money there. These are cases that way, presidents say for help for all other then pay the money to way not do nothing accountable. These are cases that way government officials then say for be concerned and say no, this person here therefore pay this money because now damage to the country. IMF they support so many countries then. If Salon can they do something where go mitigate against the support of IMF, it will be a public concern to be all. So transparency and fiscal management for be a priority to the state.
As it is now, the government's spending and especially where campaign overseas traveling now one way many citizens and they frown at. And when you talk to government officials and then say His Excellency the President need for attend certain events them because he go able for meeting counterparts them, he go able for make a case for Sierra Leone in terms of supporting the country in various sectors. With all of President's bill in overseas travel, what are some of the benefits them where you go say it don't bring to Salon?
Again, we get for ask ourselves certain questions that why countries then they cut down their expenditures. We get bigger economy like Spain, like countries in Europe, even Germany, Spain. They all don't declare austerity at a particular point in time. Why they declare austerity? Now because they want to reduce this expenditure in other areas for concentrate on sustaining the economy. Now that make during Ebola, during where iron ore go down, every see problem, they're not able to pay salaries, they're not able to do this. Because genuinely as Sierra Leoneans, we for able to prioritize waiting at the most important things for we. A lot of things that they go where governments not get fund for support. So government for act fast, for ensure say one, then prioritize the ordinary people in Salon, make sure say they cut the unnecessary spending in terms of travel, in terms of fuel, in terms of every other thing where government they undergo. In Kenya, was it in Kenya or so? In Ghana, there was one time where the government they go through a lot. They had to cut public salaries of public officials, for ensure say they will run the state. You see, so to we government for be sensitive to the financial situation as alone, and government for ensure say they do everything humanly possible.
You think so within a position right now as a nation where government for declare an austerity? We don't pass that stage there. We don't pass that stage there, Seth.
We'll get inflation. We've been there at over 50%. Government not declare austerity. Get external debt. We've been there at almost 100% of the GDP. We government not give austerity. We economy, we microeconomic data them been so miserable. Except we then can do this rebase, and the rebase have not a solution. Help. Because even with the rebase, we still face the same economic problems then. So to me, I am of the firmest of conviction, say government for don't declare austerity long term, let them cut down some unnecessary expenditures the way they take place and make sure say they focus on the real things them will help the people of this country.
The issue of traveling where you make mention of, now one way we know not to secret. The president himself they don't say go continue for travel because he believes say when he travel now that time they go talk to people and we go be investors them for possibly Canada country and invest and clear the image of the country. How you go assess after 6 years of this traveling, investment wise and development in the country?
After 6 years we still struggle with electricity. After 6 years, we still struggle with the exchange rate. After 6 years, we still struggle with proper water. After 6 years, we still struggle with basic amenities that we then for provide for citizens, you know. And if you do an analogy, you will agree with me that the way we salon mean this 6 years before now, it better pass the way we salon the right now.
Let we look at messages then now where the viewers they don't send for you, Honorable. They will come back to you. The first one I did take the comment from Thomas Rogers on Facebook. It is say our politicians continue to show lack of integrity. How can someone hold the position of clerk of parliament and still pursue leadership in their political party? It is disappointing to see key figures treat parliament as if it belongs to one group. At the same time, the opposition who should be holding the government accountable are too busy fighting among themselves. Walking out of parliament was not the right move if you truly had the people's interest at heart. Now that you are absent, important decisions will be made without your input. Please think carefully before taking actions that could hurt the very people you are meant to represent.
Right, we look at more messages. The very first one I go look at from the YouTube channel. We get Samuel Thorley where they say, talking about moral obligation, Honorable Kargbo, where was that moral obligation when the Auditor General Lara Taylor Pierce was kicked out of office unlawfully for doing the right job?
All right, this one from Samuel Thorley na YouTube. They say, my question to the Honorable is, with all the misconduct or unprofessionalism that has been displayed by the Clerk of Parliament, why only now? Is it not another political gala contest?
Sumana Kamara said the SLPP-led government sees austerity as negative strategy and times without number. They have been saying the slogan that APC puts the country into austerity.
This one from Lamin Bangura on YouTube, they say, na Paran we want, na Paran we want. This government have proved it that they like and love Paran more than the people of Sierra Leone.
This message from Jal Songo regarding the decision where when I don't take no for take part in parliamentary sittings them. It's a lessons learned. There are 2 APC MPs plus paramount chiefs to pass any bill they would need to enact to laws. This is a misplaced priority, Mr. NP.
This one they say Salon governments not able to purchase 1 car per ship. How long will they trust electricity as a nation? Look the amount of money where government waste per agriculture na tomabom. Why governments not they think?
Samuel say when the citizens of Sierra Leone are really see the need and importance of development, they will demand for it as it's the people as if the people are comfortable with the party in governance.
All right, we look at more messages. We don't come na the program, then we will come to the Honorable Abdul Kargbo for make a go respond. This one, they say the sector lead ask if e get lights na in village na Samu.
Look at more messages. This other one from Abubakar Mansare say, good morning, Liberty. Honorable, why the APC MP did not walk out of Parliament when they removed the Auditor General unconstitutionally, but you guys walk out because the Clerk of Parliament, because of the Clerk of Parliament, I hope someone from the SLPP is not using you guys to silence Honorable Paran. The SLPP Sierra Leonean, let's think out of the box.
Musa Siaka Kamara, they say, talking of sacking people based on their tribe or political affiliation and region by this government is false and baseless compared to 2007 when your APC EBK was sacking people mainly from the Mende tribe.
For the Mustafa to say These people should have walked out of Parliament after the Speaker had explained to them that the 2/3 meant those present in Parliament will vote to sack Lara Tilopias for doing her job. Why will you participate in a very important process like that when you know that you will not win due to numbers? Lara was more important to the people than Paran because of accountability. The lack of money to pay CAPA is a result of government spending.
For the Mustafa Toure, they say instead of complaining about the non-implementation of the tripartite recommendations, you should consider your participation in Parliament because the SLPP is more determined to remain in power to avoid accountability. These recommendations have to be implemented immediately, but you are allowing them to pay for time when elections are looming.
Ibrahim almost say.
All right, Abubakar Mansaye na Facebook, they say, good morning, Liberty TV. Honorable, why the APC MP did not walk out of Parliament when they removed the Auditor General unconstitutionally, but you guys walk out of Parliament because of the clerk of Parliament? I hope someone from the SLPP is not using you guys to silence Paran Tarawally in the SLPP. Sierra Leoneans, let's think out of the box.
And Sumana said the SLPP-led government will have put austerity on traveling. I usually ask myself, the money we spend on traveling would have resolved the electricity and water crisis.
All right, Chino Esba, they say, good morning, Liberty TV. What I know is both SLPP and APC, they are the same. There is nothing Mr. Abdul Kargbo wants to say about the SLPP. He's just opposing so that they can gain power come 2028. I just pray that we can get a military government for at least 5 years. APC and SLPP is just like watermelon. Outside is green, inside is red. We the people of Sierra Leone are tired of both political parties.
Some authority, my question to Honorable is, with all the they ask, what is the misconduct or unprofessionalism that has been displayed by the clerk of Parliament? Why only now? Is it that this is another political gala contest?
All right, from their messages then they quickly, will they take a break, then we'll come back, we will engage Honorable Abdul Kargbo, respond to some of them, then we'll come back and take a few other messages.
Hello, Barry.
Hey, Sadie, what's up?
How are you?
Samo, hook me up quick. Samo, someone going to forget some football pictures for this week. I don't check all the side all day long. But I'm help me to one where I'm going for ginger and swagger for this week.
Ask Leo.
Ask Leo? Who is Leo?
Ask Leo, Sam. I did it. No, can't go to me feeling. Allow me to finish my food.
Leo will help you. Open an account, check your balance, buy airtime to pop, send money. Leo will help you locate the nearest ATM point. Leo will help ease your stress by helping you get the most fascinating fixtures. Oh yes, for our football lovers. Leo will do this and many more.
Wow!
All you need to do is save Leo to your mobile phone with the number +232 79 919 919 and get to chat with Leo on WhatsApp. Go on, try it now. You can also chat with Leo on Facebook Messenger by typing UBA Chat Banking. Leo is your virtual banker who serves you wherever you are with just one click away. It is UBA. We are your #1 bank for all the right reasons. For more inquiries, call us on +232 78 200 200 or follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at uba.sl. We are Africa's global bank.
I think currently I have a thing for Vicky Remo.
Hello viewers, we don dey bring different content dem to you and we no dey tire for make the content dem wey you like. And now, we dey bring fun and short with Adri. This na game show wey say your favorite celebrity social media influencers, students, and other people to play game they like, truth and shots, charades, riddles, and other game there where you self go learn from. This content will come to you every Sunday, 9 o'clock na net. Now all the Liberty Online TV social media platforms there.
She chose number one. She's always number one.
Period.
On top.
Period. On top.
Yeah, man.
So not miss out. Join me for laugh with your favorite celebrity and social media influencers there.
A nation forged in resilience from the ashes of the 11 years brutal civil war through the shadows of Ebola, COVID-19, and the mudslide. Sierra Leone rises, but the journey is far from over. Governance strain. Youth demand more. Women demand more. 60% in poverty. But what if the solutions lie not in silence, but in dialogue? This is not another talk show. This is State of the Nation, where every voice feels change. From Freetown to Kono, we are turning debate into action. No script, no spin, just Sierra Leoneans rewriting their future together. So we bring you a movement not just to speak, but to be heard. Speak out. All power to account. This is your nation. This is your voice. This is State of the Nation. Only on Liberty TV on Facebook, YouTube, and on www.libertytvonline.com. Every month, the last Sunday, 7 to 9 p.m. Tune in. The nation is watching.
Enjoy the new collapse bundle price drop. Now you can get your weekly collapse bundle for 6 millions only on Maxit app. Download the Maxit app now on Play Store or App Store. Install the app and enter your orange number and password. Now follow them simple step here. Open the Maxit app. Next, tap the account. Then select airtime and bundle. Enter the number where you want buy for. Now choose the collapse bundle where you need and the one where go suit you. Finally, type your password. Bam! All things set. Subscribe to the collapse bundle today and enjoy more browsing for small couple.
So, una where they watch me, this na quick message on the Mpox sick na salon where they come out from Liberty Online TV. As of today, the case them na salon just they go up. For make sure so you not get this sick, National Public Health Agency don't say before once we an all time avoid bakush shakan and all, and not go near a person we get the signs them of Mpox. And safe, if you sabi anybody will get eye fever or rash and body, make in rush go na hospital one time. This message come to you from Liberty Online TV.
Welcome back. You still watch the breakfast show on Liberty Online TV. We still get Honorable Abdul Kargbo at the studio with we. Minority leader at Parliament there this morning. They comment on different national issues them we don't they happen. And we will read message earlier we will say after the break. We will come over to you for a response. But as you respond, I just read this text message. We say with all that has happened since the current regime has taken control of the executive and other institutions, what makes you think Sierra Leoneans are interested in your move to walk away from the very place you guys wanted to run back to before the tripartite? Mr. Kargbo, please understand that Sierra Leoneans can see through you and your colleagues. This move you guys have made has nothing to do with the interest of the day-to-day running of the people that voted for you back in 2023. Can you please let the people know who have voted for you and your colleagues if the government has paid your backlog? I repeat, with all that has happened since 2018 to now, you believe that the aspiration of the clerk of parliament is the aspiration and concern of the public? Na question where this person they ask. Over to you, Honorable.
Yeah, well, interestingly, another term, we in a parliament get for begins on side. You know, go say because this do happen, nothing happen. You get for this, so take the world done. We get for begins on side. We get for snaps on side. You know, and we get for begin resist on certain actions then. You know, for show we willingness and we preparedness. And I want to tell the person, say basically we within a parliament know what it mean for go against law. This is not about the clerk in person. It's about law within they go against. If we see them as opposition, they see government, they abrogate laws there without any actions. It highly likely say even the citizens they're not gonna be safe in this country. So they begin from there, and these actions we take them for we know say we get for protect the laws that they make. Then somebody say we further work out on Lara issue no sooner the speaker getting ruling. Well, interestingly, as member of parliament, as the leader of the opposition, we SSF mean they do engagement with some paramount chief MPs, with members of our own team, you know, and we SSF mean don't do the calculations. No sooner the speaker announced those present and voting, if not that time they will further work out, if we clearly show say the one that we present and na them for vote and na them vote them for count. So if we don't give them an easy go ahead. But like I say, we on the opposition bench been too sure, say, you know, they're not going to get that 2/3 there on those present and voting. You know, but like I say, the party self not just give a back of hand. The party investigates the matter and the party do a report on the investigation we then do. No member of parliament know the way the party no call in a party office. We go listen and go the hearing and go for questioning. You know, and quite apart from that also, some people they say if we not to SLPP don't give we for law go against Paran this, you know, all of them things then they not just hearsay, because we believe say where SLPP we not to SLPP we concern about, we concern for let the right thing happen. And that make we take with grounds on this very issue. You know, other person asks, say APC and SLPP not the same, no different. No difference, there are big difference. Under APC term, we no ever get them kind of acute blackouts there. Under APC term, we no ever see people picking them, then deprive them, not for go take exams. Under APC 10, they don't ever catch cocaine na any of the embassy them motoka, you know. So a lot of things then they will not ever happen under APC 10 will happen under the watch of this government, you know. And most of the questions then we come say now why now we for take the actions there. I want to tell everybody say there is never too late a time to start. You know, and as members of the opposition, we don't make our primary function for ensure say we snap for everything we correct and anything we bad we the resistance. You know, we get for be the people that we for snap for the necessary change. Just now just receive a letter na my phone. When this letter it come out from the Deputy Chief Medical Officer na Clinical Services Ministry of Health. Building. It writes to the head of development partners, Sierra Leone. It tell them say they are in the big then, let them go to help with fuel, let them go to help with cash because lights they can go and they need for one the hospital them. To me, this we're not for reach that stage there as a country.
What in then kind of request they mean? It means say government's not get money for take care of the necessary things then?
Well, it means say government in priority, you know, will take care of them because they're not for the big for fuel, the big for money. Say they are the one hospital directly, not to even through government then go. you know, enough will happen.
But the government get money for pay for private jets for His Excellency whenever they travel.
Now I make us say success is another form of failure if you don't prioritize your priority. The priority for be the concerns of the people of this country. You know, right now we all know the medical situation of the country is so appalling. We know plenty of things the way they go on at the country were not correct, you know. So government gets a priority where you know they pay attention.
Commenting on the national issues and the way they happen of public interest, let me look at the one we get for do with the plans we government gets now for create new districts and also localities Nafritong. As a minority leader, firstly, what do you make up of this decision? Because already the Minister of Local Government don't state clearly in other medium than say they're not they consult but then they engage, and we know say obviously this get for each parliament also una the parliamentarians and go for decide. But from the minority, what's the make up of this decision?
Not timely. Why na 3 people for advise president on creating new localities or districts? 1, na the Minister of Local Government. 2, na the Chief Electoral Commissioner. And 3, na the Minister of Finance. Why the Minister of Finance? Any new locality we then create, then for able fund them for getting your administration, then for able fund them for getting your staff the way they run, then for able conduct elections, they for ensure say, you know, then get their own management system, not the new locality. We not get money for pay for electricity. Now new district there we they get money for fund, and quite apart from that, anytime we then they form new district for be database. You know, if for be as a result of, you know, data we government gets where they know say this na the thing, na this they happen, na this make they don't do this. You see, but all of them things then they're missing. So to me again, they feel say not to tempt this whole for the talk about new district for create burden na the economy.
But the minister says development partners are ready for support the government.
Let them support the government first. Like we get light. We're not go deep blackout so they get new district. Let them, so you see, let them prioritize the priority. Not so new district they do people learn. Now electricity they do people learn. Not so new district they do people learn. Now inflation they do people learn. Not so new district they do people learn. Now the day-to-day living way very skyrocketed. Now they do people learn. Let government pay attention to them thing and they before ever then they can talk about new district, new this. See, we see in a letter we see so we hospital the big. The head of international partners said, "Do you let them go? They give them money, or let them they buy fuel for them? Yes, for nothing they save lives of people. Not that they not the priority. Lives not the priority. But we don't reduce government to this level, which is not good for reputation as a nation."
The energy sector lead make a video immediately where the Ministry of Energy inform the public say car power ship they discontinue then service to Freetown effective today midnight. For it say the people are for endure for now so that they go put long-term measures for stop all this energy crisis where the country they go through. The sector lead in word. Now anything for go by, Honorable?
Where you they put long-term measures, you allow the current existing, you deprive the people of the facility. Like for example, if you buy like if then they make this road, you know go say because then they make this road, nobody know for pass now. You they create an alternative road where people and they use till they don't make this road. But for say because when they put long-term measure the people for the not blackout. No, the people are not for the not blackout. Sierra Leoneans they not deserve than they. Not so than the Sierra Leoneans they've been voted for. So to me, government get the responsibility for ensure say they restore electricity now all homes because people they pay for the electricity. Even this way they don't announce so. At the end of the day, people get for the pay service charge. Electricity, no electricity, you get for pay service charge, which is similarly unfair. So we want for make government no say, then get moral obligation, then go into contractual agreement with the people of this country. And the people of this country not deserve waiting and they get right now. And government for ensure say then give the people everything they deserve.
Going back to the load shedding era, now this way the people of Sierra Leone not see coming we make from the 10 way the press release come out from the Ministry of Energy. Lots of speculations don't they go out there from the citizens them. And as it is now, with all the gains we don't happen during una regime, una say una do na the energy sector, una disappointed for let the country they usai this in terms of energy.
Yeah, for sure. Because if we get for concept now power, they begin back from scratch. You know, salon mean don't they, freetom mean don't they, we know mean they get blackouts regularly again. You know, there was some semblance of stable electricity supply. Even longer when we come on, we mean they get electricity supply from every day from 1 o'clock p.m. where they get light till 8 o'clock a.m. So over 18 hours we get light for every day. In fact, weekends now all day we get light now only. But now inside 1 month we get light for 5 days. And the 5 days now from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. So a lot of things then don't reduce. A lot of basic amenities then where the people they benefit from don't reduce. So we ask government for ensure say them provide for the people them within the people then deserve now this nation.
With this request, the other day we been get one civil society activist, Reverend James Lahai, where we been get with opposition MP at that time again. Where from we believe say the opposition not just for the oppose, but una forget an option where una they offer to the people them. In this situation, Usai Salon Day right now, Freetown we know say the Kappa ship they go off today. From the opposition point of view, waiting a better option at this stage, we go able for remedy the situation until government then structures them when they work on come into effect.
If we now they follow with press conferences then we only know they get time for castigate government. We know they get time for make government look bad. We they get the press conferences for proffer solutions to existing problems then. You know, even when we deal with the electricity, we get expert panelists them where ensure say then give alternatives to government as to how then they remedy the current situation. One thing we may believe now that government for cut down their spending. Government for ensure say they're able to accrue money for pay the debt that what we get. You know, go call international partners for support redistricting, the lights not then at the top. You see, it's the new district important past electricity where the people that they suffer from. Government for prioritizing priority. Government not the option, but now for supply the people the electricity. You see. So we feel say government for prioritizing the interest of the people them. Saloma no one bokuti. Saloma not even care how you want in state. If you provide them basic electricity, you provide them water. You make sure say you influence the cost of commodities them, let price then can down. You understand? If price can down, you provide electricity, you provide water, you human rights standing of the country good and all. Saloma no one know
all of them things and I think they don't talk over and over. Listening to an interview we go viral of the former bank governor, he states and clearly say himself we don't advise government, especially the president, for cut down on the overseas travel. We seem like it just gone a deaf ear. And you self just don't state the same thing. When I don't use on a platform at the well of parliament, don't call on government for caution on the expenditures and prioritize them, priorities them. Is this government really a listening government, Honorable?
If they not been listening government or not for each or each, you know, for them long ago avert the problems that they face. Even at the worst of waiting with the face, so then still not adjust it. Then still they do it and then continue for they do. So to me, I feel say, you know, the government not they listen. You know, they listen at all.
Finally, before you left we on the area of the call for Honorable Paran for resign because it aspire for an executive position in party, the SLPP, and not only first in this. On the call on government, but then call then they all citizens and they see then they happen. When I think say this particular call on the call, it go happen.
Well, again, the answer then are government hand, but we go stand by what we believe. We go do what we ensure say we go do. for make sure say we restore, you know, the dignity of Parliament. But like I say, the choice then are government, but we actions them, we go sustain them.
All right, many thanks. Honorable Abdul Kargbo, we join me this morning, come discuss a whole range of national issues and self reaffirm on a decision where una take for, say, una decides first on a participation on parliamentary issues, we get for the sittings and self-committee hearings until the speaker respond to una request to una make say the clerk, Honorable Paran Tarawally, for resign because they aspire for executive position where they run for be Secretary General na the Salon People's Party. We go try again for get Honorable Paran Tarawally for getting response and serve the Speaker of Parliament. We go try for get a response for no outside and day now in terms of the main opposition APC party we see that they seize them participation first not the well. That'll be a pleasure for host you this morning, Honorable.
Thanks for having me. Myself now always a pleasure for come. Now this one a beautiful studio. But I'll be asking now for now the cook yesterday. When I invite me.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable. And now so the breakfast show go left you for today. Many thanks to you who don't watch the show, you who don't share, you who don't participate by way how you send your question, your comment. Apologies for you know no read because the message isn't too much. Now the end the breakfast show. Musa Saukoma, Samuel Thomas, Dennis Kamara, now then give support to the production team for this edition of the breakfast show meet you. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say continue for watch Liberty TV throughout the day as we get very interesting content them what they produce for now on issues them we get for do with national interest and not forget they introduce a new show when a State of the Nation hosted by Samuel Wise Bangura where they come the last Sunday of every month. Very soon you go begin watch that show day only on Liberty TV. Stay tuned as they introduce very interesting programs then for now very soon. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a blessed day.
And Mabel Kabade say get a good day and don't forget the number na +232 742 545 in case you get any issue where you want for draw the attention of Liberty Online TV. You can just dial the number or you send a message or send message on WhatsApp as well as we go respond promptly. Until we meet again, get a good day and goodbye.
Develop city, then clean, all clean city, develop.
This is Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown. And today, I want to talk to Freetonians about sanitation. We objective, transform Freetown, transforming lives. We not go able to achieve them if we all not join hands. Freetown City Council get role, but every Freetonian also get responsibility. Let we start first with the fact say FCC with the sweep 110 major streets every single morning from Monday to Saturday. But when we don't sweep the streets, if Freetonians then come and they continue for heap dirty in the street, in order to make the place look fine. Now make we get them litter bins them. The yellow bins we wanna go see around. So when you waka, you drink from your water bottle, your water plastic, you eat your packet something, not even a ground where you don't. Make sure say you put on one of them bins then they. That litter bin they, in order for you host dirty. You know mean say if you pack you host dirty, you can pin her next to the bins them. Not to the idea that. Not give you host dirty to them one way the Allah say clean salon. No say that dirty way they collect now you host. In order for Karango, now the one of the two official sites. In order Karango Kisi Bome, in order Karango King Tom Bome. It turns so it left on a ground. And now we council get a problem, but you self get a problem. Because now front somebody else in Domot, your own dirty don't end up. So wait you for do with your host dirty. We get the one then a council where we don't certify. So then approved waste providers. Then they on tricycles, some of them they a vehicle. You will get host, you will get business, you in a hospital, institution, everybody from make sure say their waste collected by an approved FCC waste collector. We get the tricycle groups, we get the companies. So you go see them around. We engage with them on a regular basis. And what do we go do now as we come into this new year? Now for make sure say FCC stand behind them for you, for no side and day, and for let themselves go to you so that we no go get a gap. When you eat dirty in a gutter, it end up na Lumley Beach, Toke Beach, all the tourism ambition where we get for the city, we lost that potential day. FCC, they spend boku money pan dirty business. The fuel, the labor, the vehicle maintenance, the spare parts, the night operations, the illegal dump site clearing where we get for the do every now and then. All that boku money, I'm not going to say we're not going to spend anything, no, but we're going to reduce some. If Fritonians then do the right thing. Because we're not going to get for go clear illegal dump sites. We're not going to get for sweep as many streets and spend as long. So if we reduce that money we spend now on dirty business, we will able put some on development. We all want for improving municipal schools. We want improving markets them. We want for let we see new developments at the city. That money we use for dirty business. You and while we all make up our mind. Pay.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.